Liverpool have beaten Manchester City with a score of 2-0 at the Etihad as well. And it was another dominant performance from Liverpool. And the main question heading into this video is the title race over? It really is starting to feel like that at this point. And there's a couple reasons why, but let's just examine them. First, now, again, Liverpool has a game in hand over everyone, but they are now currently leading the league table by 11 points. Arsenal is in second with 53. Nottingham Forest is in third with 47. Manchester City is in fourth with 44. It's just getting to the point where it's hard to see a path for a lot of teams that they can, again, try to even catch up to Liverpool, but actually have that real threat of potentially overtaking them in the standings. And Arsenal had opportunities this weekend, but again, of course, they disappoint versus West Ham with a mixture of some of the injuries, and it's just not doable for them. And I don't really see any other teams that really can make a real threat for this title race. Chelsea have really fallen out of this potential race. Newcastle's playing good, but other than that, that's really all I'm seeing so far. So it's just not really clear to see a path for another team currently at this point. And Liverpool continue to just do it again and again and again. Another great game from Mo Salah. He has another goal. This guy's, again, phenomenal. I know I constantly glaze him, but he deserves all of it. He's a very good player. Very, very good player. Szoboszlai, he had a nice goal as well. And my biggest takeaways from this game was that you could clearly see that Liverpool was the better team. But there were times where I thought City was really fighting. They did a decent job within those first 20, 25 minutes of the game. I thought they actually had a decent chance to attack. And even possessing the ball, I mean, they possessed the ball 66% of the time this game, which isn't necessarily what City's done a ton of this year. And they still lost the game. Game easily could have been 3-0, but the last goal was not allowed due to being offside. So it stayed at 2-0. But in my opinion, this game could have been even worse. And it was just so weird because, again, City was playing good. They had some chances, but every single time something just didn't go their way, bam, Liverpool just would score. And the second Liverpool scored the first goal, it just felt like, oh boy, it's already happening for City. You know, you could already see them potentially crumbling mentally just because that's what they've done all year. And you just knew it realistically wasn't going to happen after that. But I feel like that second goal really sealed it. I mean, it was 2-0 with 37 minutes in, so it's just a tough situation for them to come back from. But all credit to Liverpool again. The stuff that Arne Slot's been able to do with this team, I mean, again, Salah's looking very good. I love that attack. Diaz, you have Gakpo, of course, and then you have Nunez and Jota on the bench. I thought the midfield looked all right today for them as well. I wouldn't say no one was necessarily screaming at me, but the other guys that really stood out for me today was Van Dijk as well. I thought he played a good brand of football today. Was doing a really good job of just kind of keeping City from getting too close to scoring, especially that one. What was it? It was a cross it was a shot by I think number 7 on City, their new striker. I'm just blanking on his name. He could have crossed the ball to Foden, but he opted to go for a shot, and that was due to Van Dijk just being in front of him. So he made a lot of good plays today, and again, Liverpool, they just had another convincing win. Now, again, I know it is not even March yet, and we're saying is the title race over, but when you look at Liverpool's fixtures coming up, it's really hard to see them dropping a ton of points. Of course, they're going to have the Champions League, and they're going to have the EFL Cup, but that will be over in a couple weeks once they play Newcastle, so it's not like that's going to go on forever. They do have PSG soon, but at the same time, that's still Champions League stuff. But when you get to the actual, the rest of the table for them, at least the schedule-wise, for the Premier League, it's Southampton. That's doable. Everton, that's doable, though they did drop points, but this game will be at Anfield. I think they'll probably try to get a win out of that one. Fulham, that should be a somewhat tough game, but I see them winning that one. They're beating West Ham. Leicester, they're going to beat Tottenham. Realistically, they have to go to the bridge. I still think they can beat Chelsea. Arsenal has to go to Liverpool. I favor Liverpool in that matchup. They have to go to Brighton. That could potentially be a tough one. And then you finish off the season with Crystal Palace. Again, some of these are some decent fixtures, but again, are a lot of these going to matter even down the grand scheme of things once the season eventually starts to wind down? they can maybe even afford a loss or two depending on how Arsenal goes about their season. Because again, I don't fear City at all. Maybe Newcastle makes a final push or something, but I just think that they are now in the position to be afforded a little bit of luxury when it comes to maybe dropping a few points here and there. I'm not saying it's something that they're going to want to do all the time. It's not the standard that they set for themselves. But at the same time, they have a little bit of wiggle room now just in case they have a few duds. As long as they stay within at least 6-7 points of everyone else, it's just at the point where it's kind of getting hard to see how another team's going to be able to do this. And again, you have to give credit to Liverpool because they stepped up and took advantage of the situation. City finally has a bad year in the first time in years. And, everyone was saying it was going to be Arsenal's league. Nope. Liverpool took over instead, didn't miss a beat after Klopp left. Slot, I feel like, really re-energized this team. They play with a different type of passion. Not saying Klopp wasn't doing that either, but they just look very, very good this year. They look very focused, and they just do a very good job of what they do, of their playing style. So, I just give them a ton of credit as a club for taking advantage of it. They've really been the only consistent club for the entire run so far of the Premier League. Again, Arsenal has issues, City's has issues, Forest has had their issues as well. It's just been a consistent campaign for them so far. Again, they've had a few issues, but overall it's been very consistent for them, and that's why they deserve to be at the place they're at right now. But yeah, let me know what you think about Liverpool, and do they have this title wrapped up? And if you don't think so, let me know down below in the comments and we can talk about it. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. If you made it this far in the video, feel free to give it a like. And if you liked my type of content, feel free to subscribe as well. See you guys on the next one. But yeah, let me know what you think about Liverpool, and do they have this title wrapped up? And if you don't think so, let me know down below in the comments and we can talk about it. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. If you made it this far in the video, feel free to give it a like. And if you liked my type of content, feel free to subscribe as well. See you guys on the next one.